morning, everyone. We will begin our proceedings for this morning. But before doing that, just want to remind you, 19 years ago today, April 10th and 11th, we had this tragic event here that ended in the loss of life among some very young Gambians. May I ask our religious leaders to offer special prayers for them as well.
This morning I will make a brief statement involving the 10th and 11th April in English. Apparently these are our children whom we lost on those two fateful days. We lost 14 young Gambians who would have today lived to contribute to the development and well-being of this country. Unfortunately, we have lost them, but not forever. Surely they must be in the Jannatul Firdaus. To their parents and to the rest of the Gambians, we say we are very sorry what happened. But we are assured in the name of God that they did not die for a useless cause. They died for the cause of Gambian people, and that will remain forever. It is in this light that we remember them today and pray for them. Let us all do Fatiha and fukki Ikhlas ak benn ñu ñaanal suñ doom yi la ndax yàlla yërëm leen te xare leen àjjana ñu defal leen Fatiha fukki Ikhlas ak benn yaakaar ne yàlla ci yërmandeem dina leen yërëm te xare leen àjjana jox seen kilifa yi yeneen njaboot yoo xam ne dañ leen taxawu ci àddina bi le kon ñu def Fatiha fukki Ikhlas ak benn bismillah. الحمد لله هادنا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هادينا الله الأول والآخر والظاهر والباطن يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي وجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد خاتم النبيين وإمام المرسلين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين يا الله.
Thank you very much, Imam Jallo, for those prayers. Sure, those youngsters did not die in vain. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Rest eternal grant unto them, O Lord, and let light perpetual shine upon them. Thou, O Lord, that praise in Zion, unto thee shall all the vows be performed in Jerusalem. Thou that hearest prayer, unto thee shall all flesh come. Lord God of mercy and of compassion and of grace, it is your will that you have created humankind in your image, in your likeness and in your goodness. And you have treasured each and every one. You valued each and every life that you have created here on earth. We bring before you in remembrance the 19 years mind of 14 young people, children of school-going age, who were massacred by soldiers, who were meant to safeguard their interests, to safeguard their security. But instead, they turned their barrels of gun on those innocent lives and shot them down. Lord God of mercy, we ask that you look kindly. We know you have taken care of the situation for those 14 young Gambians who lose their life unnecessarily on that day. We bring their family members before you, parents and siblings who are still feeling the hurt in their heart. We ask that by your consolation, Lord, that you will console the hearts of their parents and their siblings, that you will bring about healing in their hearts, Lord. And the blood that have been spilled in this land, the Lord, you will have mercy. Have mercy so that such evil will never happen again in this nation. May our security forces learn to restrain themselves and to act in a civilized and godly manner. Heal this land for the bloods of those victims that have been slain for no just cause. We bring all of them before you. And we know those who have gone already, you have taken care of them, their souls. And so we ask that as we continue in the TRRC, the truth will continue to surface. And as the truth come out, Lord, that we will be bold enough to deal with them for what they are. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Bishop Odiko, for those prayers and words of comfort. Council, are we ready with today's witness? If we are, we may proceed to get the witness in.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, commissioners. Good morning, members of the audience. We are ready to proceed with the witness. Mr. Osha, kindly bring the witness in, please.
I, Lamin Fati,
Do swear that
I will speak the truth,
I will speak the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me Allah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Witness. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, sir, Counsel.
Thank you for your willingness to appear before the TRRC. May I note for the record that when we first requested the opportunity to speak to you, you were in the United States and you agreed to return in order to also, among other things, talk to the investigators of the TRRC.
That's true, Lord.
So thank you very much for your cooperation thus far. But before you start, I just wish to remind you, like I do with many witnesses, or like we do with many witnesses, that it is a criminal offense under the laws of this country to lie under oath. It is also a criminal offense to lie before the TRRC or to provide false testimony before the TRRC. During our pre-hearing meetings with you, we have also given you that warning. Can you confirm that, sir?
That's true, Counsel.
May I just reiterate that in this process, there is or there are benefits to speaking the truth, like there are perils to be faced in providing false testimony. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will now start your testimony.
Thank you.
Kindly provide us with your full names, please.
My names are Lamin Fati.
What is your date of birth?
My date of birth is February 18, 1966.
Where were you born?
I was born in Jokadu, Tambana, North Bank region.
Can you kindly provide us, just briefly, your biographical information, where you went to school and your progression in the military?
I was born in Tambana, as I said. Then my family moved from Tambana to Esau, where I started Esau Primary School in 1978 to 1983. Then I proceeded to Brandon Secondary School from 1983 to 1987. In 1987, I sat to the secondary school exams, from where then the same year I opted for recruitment in the Gambia National Army. I was recruited in August 1987, then started training or enlisted on the 11th of January 1988. Upon completing my basic military training, I was promoted. After a cadre, I was promoted to Lance Corporal in June 1988. I'm not very good at dates. You'll excuse me.
No problem.
Yes. And 88, after completing, I was promoted to Lance Corporal in June 1988, then deployed to Delta Company as Section 2IC. This is during the days of the Confederal. Our company was earmarked for the Confederal Battalion, which was supposed to be deployed in Casamas. Unfortunately, then the morals are high, every soldier wants to be deployed. That deployment does not come up. Then it comes to the revocation of the Confederation, and the Confederal forces of Senegal went back, and we stay in Yundum. Next, we were prepared to, then the ECOWAS feel that there is a problem in Liberia. Still a Lance Corporal. Then the same company was still trained, but was here then. We are deployed in August 1990 in Liberia, ECOMOG, as a section command, as a section 2IC then. I served from August to April in Liberia, 1991. Upon returning to this country, there was rumors that some Gambian dissidents were within the ranks of Charles Taylor, who are willing to settle discourse in Liberia and come back to this country and dislodge the government of the day. On returning, the nucleus of the Gambian Army Intelligence was formed. I was part of the pioneers of the Gambian National Army Intelligence. From there, I served from 1991 to 1994 as an operative in one infantry battalion. In 1994, after the coup, I was moved to Fajara Barracks to be in charge, still an operative, Lance Corporal, in charge of the military intelligence in Fajara Barracks, till in 1995, when Sana Sabali was arrested. When Sana Sabali was arrested in 30th January, if my memories can serve me well, somewhere June, July, I was transferred to Edward to become his security. Is that okay?
Please proceed. We just want to have...
That's my...
we take it beyond...
Okay.
Beyond 1994, up to your present position.
Up to my
major.
present position, while I moved to State House.
But summarize it, make it
okay.
as short as
I was I was promoted to sergeant in 1996, or 95 or 96. These are a long time. As I told you, I'm not good in this. Then in Staff Sergeant 1997. Then to second lieutenant, I stayed as a staff sergeant up to 2004. I was promoted to staff sergeant.
So you were a bodyguard until 1998, correct?
1998, yes. On
And the-
Independence Day, I was redeployed. So,
Independence Day,
Independence, you know, that's
1998.
unusual for a bodyguard to be transferred from a principal on an Independent Day. If my commanding officer is listening to me, he was the one who warned me just behind the presidential dais that I'm transferred to Fajara Barracks with immediate effect. Is Lieutenant Colonel Samabalde. He is the one who warned me that fateful day that I should return to barracks. Then I was there up to that February. When we closed, I went back to the house. That Independence Day, I went to Fajara Barracks, negotiated for a vehicle. I went to move my things from Cape House in Fajara. Then I went to squat in one house, in one of the houses in Fajara Barracks. That's where I was till I moved to my house in SO. That's where I live still now.
So when you were redeployed to Fajara Barracks, you became OIC,
OIC,
of
Internal
Intelligence
Security.
and Security.
Yes.
All right.
Again.
And in 2005, you went on an AU mission to
Sudan.
To Sudan, Darfur.
Yes.
And you returned in 2006 and became OIC in charge of
Charge office
office
Fajara.
in Fajara.
Charge office.
Charge office Fajara. All right.
For the
Would that be part of military police or not?
this is policing duties. You know, then the RNG was given limited police duties.
Okay. And later you became platoon commander
Exactly.
for the protective force of the AU mission in Sudan. You
Yes.
did a second mission. to
Second
Sudan
mission in Sudan.
in 2008. And you also became a station commander in the charge office again in 2009.
Yes.
And then you became officer in charge of the tourism security unit, 2009 to 2010.
This very location.
And between 2010 and 2013, you were dismissed from the
Dismissed
army.
from the army.
Can you tell us about that?
Yes, was dismissed from the army for the simple reason that it's a long story. I don't think time will allow me to go into that.
Summarize.
I had some concern. I was serving in tourism security unit in 2009 when I was a duty officer in Fajara, because you double. When you are in tourism security, you still do duty officer in Fajara. My commanding officer called me that there are security outfits, there are some security personnel at Palmarima, this very Johnson, you come in here when you are coming to this place. That it was peak season and they are armed, they are not supposed to be there. I went there. I told him, no, I'm on duty. He said, the commander said you should go. I came there and found police. Even this morning I saw the police. I found them there. I introduced myself. They know me. I told them that it is peak season. It is normally when we are doing operations in the tourism industry area, it's combined force, not single force doing it. Then they went. When they went, I went to the tourism security unit in the office. I come back. I found one PIU officer there. He was single. Then it was Kamara, I believe. He's still in the service. I'm sure he's still here. I met him there. I told him, I told you guys to go. You are still here. I said, yes. He was posted there by somebody. He was his commanding officer. He said, Bram Bay. I told him, you should move. You are here to serve as a backup. If you have no other intention, you are serving as a backup to a police. If they are gone, you cannot be here alone with arm at this time of the day when we are in peak season. It will create tension. Tourists will feel what is wrong. You cannot be moving arm alone in this location. When I went to the beach, I come back, I found him here. There, I arrested him. When I arrested him, on moving, before I reached my office, my commander called me, then Bah. He told me, Fatih, where is? I said, I arrested this boy, I'm with him, we are going. He said, wait for me. I said, you can meet me in the office. Then we went to the office. He came with then IGP. He said, no, this is okay, you can leave him. I leave the guy like that. They went with him. After some time in 2009, late 2009 or early 2009, when Lantombon Tamba and others were dismissed from the GAF. I was with, we were in the office till evening, around 6, 5:36, when they were dismissed that very day, I went home. I went home around, I reached home late because of the ferry. Entering my house, the 8 o'clock news. I heard, because in the morning we all know Lantombong and others were dismissed. But in the 7 o'clock newscast, my name was put in that I was dismissed equally. That gave a shock to my wife, even fall down. When he saw that he was standing there, he fall down. That was a shock of my life once. And from there, that very night, my house was stormed by military and the police. They arrested me and was taken a convoy of police and military arrested me. They took me to Barra police station, where the officers there were very professional. Nothing happens to me. They don't even put me in the cells. They gave me a sponge, and I requested for a bed seat from my house, which they brought. I sat with them on the charge office there, which till in the morning, first ferry, I was crossed to Banjul. I was in Banjul from first ferry, 8 o'clock up to 2. Nobody can tell me what I have done. Then after, they called me that I should look for 2 people who will bail me. Then I called my brother, then the MD Gamsel, and my other cousin brother. The 2 of them came to bail me. Then I went home. They said that the following day I should report. I reported the following day, just to see that I was arraigned in court, that I have assaulted a police officer while executing his duty. That was another nightmare. Then the magistrate called the case. I said, I have never done it. Between me and God, I have never done that. I have never assaulted an officer. I know I arrested him because he was somewhere he's not supposed not to be there. For that, I said, he said I should have 2 authorities within Bundung, not in the jurisdiction of Bundung magistrate. He said within Bundung, I must have 2 authorities with landed properties, which was strange to me. I said, I can't. This thing happens in Palmarima. It's a matter of jurisdiction. Then anywhere within this, if I have somebody who can bail me, they should. Then he stand down. After we are called again, then he said I should produce 2 Gambians with ID cards. This case goes on almost 2 years. Then for reasons known to whosoever, they transferred the case from Bundun to Kanifing. Again, continuous, we are going and coming till they were able to call 1 or 2 witnesses, and the principal witness himself. And after they cannot get any other witness, with time, I think I was acquitted and discharged. And I wrote that I was lawfully dismissed. I was lawfully dismissed. Then.
Do you mean unlawfully dismissed?
Unlawfully, yes. Unlawfully, right. That's correct. Thanks for correction. I write a statement or a petition that I was lawfully dismissed and I should be reinstated and my dues paid. When this happened, after some 2-3 months, I had nothing. Unfortunately for me, Njoguba was living in Nyumi. One day I was sitting in my door. I live in and my house is in the highway. I was sitting at my door when I saw Njogu passing. I feel he can listen to me and I would explain something to him. Then I went to his house in Medina, just to rush it. I explained to him that I am unlawfully dismissed from the army, and I wrote a petition. That's what I brought him for a look. He told me, yes, he's aware. But let me call him on Wednesday. Wednesday, I called him around 10. I cannot get him. I sent a text to him. Then he said, he didn't reply me. I was there till 2 o'clock. I had a call from police headquarters, from one police ASP, that I should report to police headquarters that day. I said, it is late. People are closing. You are calling me to come and answer. How? I will never come. If you need me, Barra police, they will come for me. Or tomorrow morning I will come. He said you should come. Then I think the OC crime management, or OC serious crime was one guy. I think he's late now. Then he gave me Njai, and Njai told me, no, you can come tomorrow. The following day I came, I was arraigned again in Banyul Magistrate Court. That section, is it 116? Giving false information to the state. Well, I think I'm one of the pioneers who were charged with that. Then they called witnesses. The first witness they called came in. When he come to the dock, he said he need abolition. He went to make abolition. He never turned up. He didn't come back. Another time they brought another witness. He never come. Then finally they brought in. Then there was a panel. The chair of the panel, which is Njai.
What was this false information charge about? What information did you give
that
was allegedly false?
That I was unlawfully dismissed. That's the false information they charged me.
In your petition to the government?
In my petition to the government.
Did you attach the decision of the court acquitting and discharging you?
No, I didn't.
Do you know what was the basis for the charge? Did they tell you what evidence they had suggesting that your claims were false?
Presumably, what they are saying is my dismissal was lawful. Because for me, it's unlawful because I'm a commission officer gazetted. I've never received a letter that I'm dismissed. I just got my dismissal newscast from TV. Up till this hour I'm sitting here, I've never got my dismissal letter.
Okay, proceed, please. What ultimately happened?
Then that court too went on.
We should avoid overlapping in our speeches.
Exactly.
Because the interpreters would not be able to capture that, and also the audio recording. So you allow for 3 seconds between our speeches. I'll also do the same. Understood?
Thank you.
So kindly tell us what happened to this charge.
This charge too, they brought the chairman of the panel. The guys, when he swear to the Quran, he cannot move. It's like he was shivering. I think he knows he doesn't want to talk maybe to me. Then he was like he wanted to fall down. They carry him. This is 9 Sanyang. I'm sure he's listening to me. He's at police headquarters. They carry him. He was seated somewhere, and they put the fan on. They asked him whether he can continue. He said no. He can no more continue. Then that's it. They adjourned it the following day. This adjournment goes on up to almost going to 1 year. Then finally they brought in Sabaji. When this thing was happening, he was the IG, but he was in prisons. When they brought Sabaji, then IG, he just speak in verbatim what I wrote in my statement. Then that's where I was acquitted and discharged. I think one of the journalists I saw this morning was in that courtroom that day. I saw the guy here.
Just a moment. You said Sabaji, was he a witness to the trial or not?
No, he was a witness. They brought him. He was a prosecution witness.
And he regurgitated
read what I wrote.
Verbatim what you wrote. How is that possible?
I don't know. Because I think the time I wrote that it was IG, I don't know. But he's almost the same thing I wrote. That's what he narrated, and I was acquitted and discharged by Coyote, I believe. Is it?
In which court were you charged?
Banjul Magistrate. The previous one was, sorry for that. The previous one was Kanefim Magistrate. Bundun, then Kanefim, then from Kanefim, Banjul Magistrate.
So you were acquitted and discharged?
And discharged.
And this would have been in 2013, right?
13.
And what happened afterwards?
2012. This is in 2012.
Okay. And what happened afterwards?
From there, I was doing petty trading home. All of my distance, because I have a family, I need to live. I was doing petty trading, buying cement from Senegal, bringing it on road, selling. Till 2013, I was called back. They brought a letter to me in my house. One lady still serving in the army brought that letter. I saw the letter that I was reinstated and promoted to, because my seniority was ceased. All my colleagues are already majors. I was promoted to major and posted to Yundum as twice. That's why I'm still.
How do you consider, you said your dismissal was unfair,
Very well.
and during that 3-year hiatus, was life easy for you?
It's not. Thank God I was doing petty trading, as I said.
So how did it feel to you?
Sir?
How did it feel to you at the time to have your rights so blatantly violated?
I feel that was very bad. Very bad.
You were angry, weren't you?
Very well.
Thank you very much. So you were reinstated in 2013, and your seniority was restored. You became a major 2IC at 1BN.
No, my seniority was never restored.
But you were brought to
From
parity.
major. Yeah,
You
last.
Yes, you were brought to parity with your colleagues.
Yes.
You became major. So now we have to take your mind back to 1994.
Thank you, sir.
When you were a lance corporal, I think. So do you recall the events of November 10, 1994?
1994, November 10, rightly, a council I was serving, as I said in my statement, in Fajara Barracks as OIC intern security.
What happened? Where were you that evening?
That day we were in barracks, the whole day. In the evening,
In fact, let's start your testimony from before the evening. There was supposed to be a meeting at the barracks.
At the Fajara.
Can you tell us about that?
There was supposed to be a meeting because I am the advisor to the commander. I'm always with the commander as OIC in charge, intern security. Commander told me that the council members are supposed to come here because there is this rumor that there will be attempted coup.
By council members, who are you referring to?
I'm referring to Edward Singate, Sana Sabali, second lieutenant then. I believe they are all second lieutenant or captains. Sadibu Haidara, Yankuba Ture. They are supposed to visit Fajara Barracks.
Kindly proceed.
We were there till late somewhere.
Do you know? Is this fine? Do you know what were the reasons for this visit, proposed visit?
The reason for the visit, as far as I was an operative, I heard and the commander told me was that then Ann was the commander. He said it is about soldiers' dissatisfaction.
Which Ann are you referring to?
Pamodu, it was Major or Colonel, Lieutenant Colonel Ann. Pamodu Ann, he was my commander.
Like I said, allow for 3 seconds between our speeches, otherwise there would be overlap.
Thank you, sir.
So you said Major or Lieutenant Colonel Pamodu Ann was the commander at the Fajara Barracks at the time.
That's right, sir.
Okay. So, and he told you that the meeting was going to be about the dissatisfaction with the soldiers.
Yeah, and the impending rumor of counter-coup.
And counter-coup. So all at this stage, in November, we had a military government and there were members of a council, and you named the members of the council. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Perhaps maybe before that, you would want to tell us a little bit about the change of government in July of 1994.
Yes.
Were you aware of that before it occurred?
I was aware of it, I think, barely 2 or 3 days before.
Proceed, please.
I was aware of 2 or 3 days before. There is this Nigerian staff sergeant, warrant officer Trumet. He was...
Could you say the name again?
Trumet.
Trumet.
Yes.
T-R-U-M-E-T-H. Okay, Trumet, yes.
Yes, I cannot remember the middle name because he's a Christian, but long name. But this one, I call him that. Turmet. Whilst we are sitting in our office, our office is opposite adjutant's office, and adjutant's office is co-located with the commanding officer's office and the chief clerk's office. That's the orderly room. When Lieutenant Jammeh then passed, looking at him.
Which Lieutenant Jammeh?
Yeah, Jammeh passed, going to Siwa's office. I don't know what happened. I think that day he was put on extra guard by Moduka, Captain Sonko, I don't know. He was complaining going to that place. Then when this Nigerian intelligence officer saw him, he told me, see this guy? I said, yes, he's up to something. He told me the man is up to something. I said, what? He said they are up to something. I asked him what? He said they want to do coup. I said, him and who? He said, and this Sabali. You know, they cannot pronounce our names properly. He said, and this Sabani and the Sinyate. That's how he speaks in Ari. He said, and the Sinyate, they are up to something. I said, what? He said, no, I'm telling you. Then after that day, I live in Banyunandin then. Around 7. That is 2 days before the coup. Then he was a director, I think. He's from Daranka, Joe Mendy. He come to my house in Banyunanding, asking me, because we know, sometimes we go there for attachment. Fatih, something is happening in the camp. I said, no, this is the privileged information I have, but I don't know actually how authentic it is. Then that's how he went. Then we were there, they said there's guard of honor. Normally I don't go for guard of honor because I'm a service support. I'm from a service support unit.
And could you situate this with time, the date of the guard of honor?
This was 21st July.
Of which year?
1994.
Proceed, please.
That was guard of honor. I didn't go for guard of honor.
Where was it supposed to take place?
You know, at the airport. With the president, the president was coming from England, I believe. The president was supposed to come down. That was guard of honor. But I don't go to airport. When they come, I was at home already. The following day, being July 22nd, I live in Banyunanding. I don't come to work very early. I came through the back door. When I came, I found that the soldiers are already out.
But before this day, did you have reason to discuss with any of the army commanders about this rumor that you had?
I discussed with the commanding officer.
What was his name?
Odu. Colonel Odu, I believe.
Odunsu or
Odu or Odunsu? Colonel Odu. Odunsu, I think, is in Farafenya. Odu is in Yundum.
So you discussed with
I discussed with him because...
Tell us what you discussed.
Prior to this NIA officer coming to my house, I told you that the Nigerian 002, Trumet, told me this. Then when this guy told me this, that day I told Odu.
Now we're getting mixed up with the use of the word this. When this guy told me this, I told him this. It's getting a little bit...
I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, so
I will clarify.
Yes, let's take it back to when you spoke with Odu. What did he tell you?
I told Odu that this Mendy from NIA told me that there is something cooking in the barracks. There is news that there is a possible coup plot. I told him I'm not aware. But on the whole, I told you that Trumet told me this. I told Odu that when Trumet is there, Trumet told me, I told you that this will happen. I told him this NIA officer is the one who informed me this. That is the day they are supposed to go for guard of honor.
But in your conversation with Odu, did he say anything?
No, he said they are aware. They are aware.
Okay, proceed, please.
Because probably my 002, because anything we have, we report to 002. But when I came and informed the 002, he took me to, I myself and Truman went to Odu's office. We are just opposite. The offices are opposite like this table and yours.
So you informed Odu, he told you that they were aware of it?
They are aware of it, and that's it.
And there was the guard of honor?
They went on guard of honor, I went home.
Do you know what happened during that guard of honor?
Guard of honor, unless anything I say, there will be hearsay.
Hearsay can be acceptable.
Okay, what I heard is the provost marshal was disarmed. Yeah, Jammeh. That's what I heard.
So after that event, did you hear about other things that happened in the barracks that evening?
That evening, because I don't come back to the barracks. But as I said,
did you hear about?
I do.
Tell us.
That night, I think some soldiers come to spend the night in the barracks. Some soldiers come to spend the night in the barracks with the intention that they are going to attack in the morning. They are going to Banjul. I live in Banjul. Then in the morning, after 8, I came after 8 to 9, but I found the first batch already left.
First batch of what?
Would be soldiers who went to State House and Fajara, they left.
And?
On entering the barracks, the only guy I found in the barracks, officer I can remember that day, was Lieutenant Colonel or Brigadier General Baba Mal. He has left now. We call him Baba Mal. That's his nickname. He's Ba. He's now in the United States. He's the one I found around the officers' mess. He's sitting on a box. This 7.62 box, ammunition box. He has one second lieutenant on his side of the right side of the SAT. I told him, sir, because he was warrant officer, sir, you are promoted. He said, it's Edward who has given me this. I said, but where is the other one? He said, he hung the other one. This one, he has given it this. I said, now you are an officer. He said, yes. Then I was there, just curious to know what is happening in Banjul. I too just went on the route. Then I cannot drive. I was not a good driver at that time. I may try.
What do you mean by that? Were you able to drive or were you not able to drive?
I was not a good driver. I joined somebody. This I cannot remember. This is a civil vehicle I joined up to Denton Bridge. You coming in?
Proceed.
Around Denton, before I reached Denton Bridge, I was told that there is these gendarmes at the other side of the bridge, but they are negotiating and they always cross the bridge. Then I don't want to go to Banjul. I come back. I join
at the bridge.
At the bridge.
Did you see any soldiers?
They are moved already. Then they proceed, but you can see them moving towards mile 2.
And they had already crossed?
They proceed. The negotiations are finished already. They started moving.
And who were the officers that were leading this?
No, group? I don't read there, but as I heard, was Edward and Yajame and Kanyeleng, Captain Sonko then. Those
Kanyeleng?
Are Kanyeleng Mansa. We call him Kanyeleng. It's Moduka. Captain Sonko.
He is Moduka, he is Captain Sonko, he is Kanyeleng Manso.
Yes. The Moduka is his name. Moduka Sonko.
Okay. So,
but
Captain Moduka Sonko.
Yes, alias Captain
Kanyeleng Manso.
Yes.
All right. Those
are the ones who I was told they are moving.
But you did not see them?
No, I don't read them.
Okay. So what did you do when you arrived at the bridge?
From there, I found one corporal. I think he left the army a long time, Karamomane. He was driving one pickup, blue pickup, Gamtel. I cannot remember the number. I told him, let's go to Fajara and see what is happening because these people are moving in Banjul. But then Sana and others who took the Fajara route. Then when we went to Fajara, I met Sana at the gate, main gate of Fajara Barracks.
Why did you decide to go to Fajara Barracks?
No, because I am not part of the coup. I was an intelligence officer. I cannot be a party to unlawful event. I don't want to go and meet them. I will be retained.
Be careful what you say. It may come back to haunt you.
Yeah, yes.
Go ahead.
I'm coming. That one, because the government, that time, the sitting government was PPP. And knowing to me, going there I'm sure it was not going to be easy. It has just come as a dream to everybody that nothing happens. Well, what they expect, it was going to be tough. And thank God that everything is fine. I went to Fajara, I found Sana there. But before I reached Fajara, on the whole, they communicated that they've taken State House. Sana gave me this microphone without double coming.
What do you mean by that?
Sana gave me a microphone, the one they use for public address.
Yes, public address.
Yes, he told me. Then he was like jubilating because the news that these people are already in State House. He said, "Come, Kabul Fati, come. If you are from the Inter," I said, "Yes," and he knows. "Take this mic. Go and tell the country that we've taken over." I took the mic from him. Then I was with Karamo Mane, I can remember, in that vehicle. He was the one driving. I don't know where he is now. Then I told him, put this mic down. We put the mic down. Still, we went to Banjul. We drove up to Banjul, up to roundabout, when it getting into State House. I saw soldiers there. Then I turned again. I told him, let's go to Navy, just to confirm what is happening. I went to Navy, the same thing. The soldiers, everything is calm. Then I told him, now we can go and tell the country that is taken over, the military has taken over. That's the first announcement for people to know what happened was that microphone. I started at Albert Market, the runabout, where they have that sign of Kumba Banjul. That's why I started, when people were just at the market, everybody was standing, I said in Mandinka, membe kering al mube tahiyala hajoke, kudeta alabe kering warjanne ularo albalo najmal banko president.
Effectively, you started becoming involved in the
yes,
coup
yes, because then the Jawara is already in the sea. If I refuse in the military, I cannot be in front. If I refuse at that point, I'll be a victim.
A victim of who? At that stage, you were not under anybody's escort, were you?
I was given that to do it by a commander.
You were not under anybody's escort, were you?
There are soldiers. I told you the one driving I can remember, but soldiers I'm with, I cannot remember them.
You were given instructions at Fajara Barracks
yes.
to make this announcement.
Yes.
To go around and announce it.
And announce it.
Right. And when you started announcing, there was nobody with you who
yes.
was together with you at Fajara Barracks and should report.
Yes.
So you were on your own, you decided.
I decided, yes.
So at this stage, you agreed, you reconciled within yourself that you wanted to be part of this group.
Exactly.
Good.
Because I feel that time, it is now, everything is okay. Then I started from there, but while saying this, I can hear people, this man is saying what he doesn't know. This country without Jawara, how can that be possible? I can hear some people saying that. Then that's when we start talking, then we'll be changing in the vehicle. You will talk for some times, because my Wolof was not very good at that time. Then somebody will say Wolof, somebody will say this. That's how we went up to Brikama.
And who was speaking in Wolof?
Karamo Mane was speaking in Mandinka, I was speaking in Mandinka. But there are other boys I cannot remember. This is about 25 years now.
Karamo Mane was no longer in the army at the time?
Yes, Karamo is in the army. He's no more there now. He was a corporal time. He was the most senior.
At the time, he was still in the army?
He's still in the army, corporal.
All right,
I was a lance corporal then.
All right, that's it.
Then we went up to Brikama and back. We come very late that night. Then I went back to Fajara because I was staying in Bakau.
So
that's it.
And ultimately, this coup succeeded?
Coup succeeded.
You remained in Bakau?
I remained in Bakau.
Still doing intel work?
Intel work.
And until 10 November 1994, you were still in Bakau. Doing intel work?
Intel work.
And on that day, you were told by Major or Lieutenant Colonel Pamodo Ann that there would be a meeting by members of the council at Fajara Barracks to deal with grievances of the soldiers. That's what you said earlier.
Yes.
Take it from there. Okay.
There we waited till around 6 to 7. The 6 to 7, they don't turn up. Then Pamodo said we should stand down. Stand down meaning we can disperse. In the military term, stand down, because we are standby. Then I went to my house. I was living in Fajara. I went to my house and said, let me relax. I was in my house till 10, around 10:30 to 11, I can't specifically know. I heard people agreeing just over my window in Wolof dialect that I will wake him up, don't wake him up. Don't call him, I will call him. Nako e, bulko e. I come to realize that this is one Chama. I recognize the voice of Chama and the husband. They are my neighbors. We lived in the same building. At this time, this couple Barrow was a guard in Yundum that particular night, November 10. He was either the guard commander or twice because he's a corporal already. Corporal, you will be a guard commander where there is no sergeant, or twice when there is a sergeant. Then he come to evacuate his family from Fajara barracks. But Chama, because we are neighbors, he doesn't want to go and leave me.
Do you recall Chama's first full name?
I think it's in my statement, but I forgot the name. But it's Chama. Is it?
Would Ami Cham ring
Ami
a bell?
Cham, exactly. Slim somebody. I have never seen, since that night, I don't see him again. Her again. Rather, I don't see her again from that night. Chama told me through the window. He wanted to, then his husband just come in and say, my brother, there was a meeting in Yundum and it doesn't end in terms with these people, and there is all possible means that they will attack Yundum and here. That's why I come to evacuate my family. For your own safety, I think there is a need for you to move out of this place. When they left, I just get up. I said, let me get out of this place. But what come to me first was I was going to spend the night with my friend in Bakau. But coming out through the back door.
This is around 10 p.m., you said?
Yeah, 10, 11. 11, thereabout. Yes.
Proceed, please.
But it was night. I know it was night, still night. When I come out 2 months on Dumbbell's photo studio on the left, you have this PWD, Hariala, Bakau. In opposite, you have the gas station. That's why I stood for a while and said, it is not wise for me to go and spend the night in town.
At this time, what was the situation in the camp?
It was like nobody. There is a lot of soldiers in the barracks, but then you don't know who is who, because there is all indication that this is a coup at that night.
Were they armed?
Yes, people were taking arms, because when I was even coming out of the barracks, I met soldiers with arms, because it was night. I couldn't tell who is who, but you can see soldiers with arms.
Did they ask you where you were going?
No, because there is a sentry. If you know Fajara barracks, when you are coming out, the current school was a distance from the way we can come out. The sentry man or the guys who were there under that tree, orange tree, were saying, who is that? Where are you going? I told them, I'm coming. Then I just go out. At that place, I stopped and think going to spend the night with my friend in town was not wise as a staffing member of the Gambia Armed Forces.
Why?
Because if I'm not known anywhere, any location where I can justify this time where I am, I'll be in trouble. And I have an obligation to report the matter. This guy told me there is all indication that there will be attack. That's his version I had. But the authority at the time was the council members. I feel whether the council members are aware that this is a possibility as they leave Yundum, as what this man Barrow is telling me. I decided that then the nearest point of sanctuary for me was Edward Sangate's place. Edward lived behind YMCA, where Chebasise used to live.
That would be where?
Canifing. Is it Canifing? You know, these combo places I'm not used to. I may be referring to Kersering when I will be saying Joshua. I think that's one you should help me. I'm not used to combo. I live my life in Nyomi.
So, but you knew where Edward's house was
yes,
located?
Yes, this is behind, is it Fajara? Is it Fajara? Behind YMCA, just
you managed to find your way?
Yes, I
Edward's
managed to
house.
find my way there.
All right.
Then arriving there, I knocked at the door, at the gate. One of his guards, he has a home guard.
Go ahead.
He has a home guard.
Do you
Edward.
recall his name?
His name is Canton Marena. He's currently working with the Central Bank of the Gambia as a security or a driver, because he does both. When I knocked, he responded, "Who is that?" I say, "It's me, Lance Kobul Fati." When I said that, he said, what's wrong? I said, "I want to come in. Can you open for me?" He said, "No." I said, "I want to talk to the minister." He said, "The minister is in Banjul. You cannot talk to him." And then I told him, "Open the gate for me. There is uncertainty in the barracks. I feel not secured because I'm an operative. I feel I should report to the minister." He said, "The minister is not here." I said, "If the minister is not here, I can come in." He said, "No." There, I attempted to jump. He said he will fire me. I said, "If you fire me, you better kill me, because if you don't kill me, I'll fire you. I'll fire back, because I'm armed with pistol." I told him that. Then I jumped over. While standing with him, talking, I can see Edward's mom looking through the window. Then he called Marena. When he called Marena, I followed Marena to the door, to that window. Then I just started explaining why I'm there. Then he told Marena.
What did you tell her?
I told her I am Lance Kobul Fati from Fajara Barracks. I'm the OIC intern security. But the camp is not, the security situation there is not very favorable as far as I'm concerned. I'm an operative. I don't know who is supporting the council and who is not. And that's why I'm here to report to the minister. And he's not here, I cannot go back. I want to spend the night here. Then the old woman told Marina, "Yes, you can leave him."
And then what happened?
From there, I started with Marina. We were there chatting, thinking what is going to happen next. Late in the wee hours of the night, I heard firing around Fajara. I cannot understand how. Then it comes to me that this one is no more a dream, or it's reality. This coup they are talking of. But then I don't know who is attacking who. As I said, everybody was just sitting on the edge. Until in the early hours of the morning, I heard the voice of then Vice Chairman Sana Sabali that there is skirmish, there is a foil coup, and during the skirmish, some people lose their life.
Through which means did you hear his voice?
Radio.
Proceed.
Then these things are not much, but radio.
And what happened afterwards?
From there, we sat there till late in the afternoon. Edward came in with his bodyguards then, and there were two.
Late afternoon, as in which time are you referring to?
This should be around 2, 3. I can't actually, timing.
So this would be on Saturday,
Yes.
around 2, 3 p.m.
Yes.
You said. All right, proceed.
They come in, and Edward, Peter, Bachsamba Jallo, and his own bodyguard, Lamin Maro. When they came in, I was sitting. Then the mom told him that this soldier was here with us since yesterday. Then there, Edward looked at me and hooked me.
Do you mean hook you?
He just grabbed me like this.
He gave you a hug?
A hug.
All right.
And say, "Thank you."
So your testimony is that from after 10 p.m. the night before, you went to Edward Singate's house and you spent the night there.
Yes.
So throughout that period, did you or did you not leave Edward Singate's house?
I left after they went back. They went back to State House. Oh, I don't know where they went to. When they leave, that's the time I went back to Fajara.
So
Saturday.
when Edward Singate returned to his home between 2 or around 2 to 3 p.m., you were there. His mom explained
to
him what happened and why you were there. He gave you a hug, and thereafter they left again, and you don't know where they went.
Yeah, we eat together because they come, they spend time. We eat together. Then they went out again.
Did you go with them or did you not go with them?
No, I don't go with them. I went back to Fajara.
Can you kindly tell us what was the situation at Fajara Barracks when you went there?
That was calm, completely calm, completely calm. That day was lonely. The camps were empty.
Did you meet anybody there?
Yes, I was with my twice. I was with my twice. The second one I worked with, that was a couple. This tall couple. He's late now. Sidi, I forgot this. It's amazing. I can forget this. Sidi Koli.
Did you meet any other soldier at the barracks apart from Sidi Koli?
Yes, the commander was there. Dan Ann was in the camp, and others.
Did you interact?
Yes, I interact.
With
I was
any
with.
soldiers
Yes,
during
because
that
then
period?
int.
Let's avoid the overlap. Huh? All right, go ahead, please.
You know the int. At that junction, nobody will interact with you.
By int, you mean intelligence?
Intelligence. Nobody interact with you, especially in such a situation.
Because they would be avoiding that you would tell on them.
Yes.
That's your reason.
The military police and the int are always like that. Even normal times when you sit here, now the things are changing. Before, even the soldiers are gathering, when you come, they will all get up. That was the nature. The only guy you can be close to is your commander and your colleagues. And some of us, maybe we have some other guys we can interact. But that very day, nobody want to come near you. Then we are there like that. I went back to my house to sleep. The following morning, I come to work, because normally we send sit rep.
Following morning would be...
That is Sunday.
Day? Sunday.
Sunday, we come to work. Then people started coming gradually, because Monday is work. Then there was a list that we should arrest people. And arresting in those days, you have the military.
Who prepared the list?
The list came, I think Peter came with the list. Peter came with the list.
Peter who?
Peter Singate, Captain Singate, came with the list. Show us the list that we should arrest certain people with the military police. The list was excessive, but I was involved in arresting 3 people.
Mr. Chair, for a technical reason, I would ask that we take our 30 minutes break. We take it a bit early, and we return, say, in 30 minutes time. That should be around 10 minutes to 12. That would enable us to carry out certain technical issues that we need to sort out before the witness continues his testimony.
Thank you very much, my counsel. You did warn me about a technical issue. I think we can take the break and come back 11:50. Thank you very much.
In how many minutes? When are we coming back? 11:50. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Is that all right? Or
That
do
is
you want to come
perfectly
back
fine.
at midday?
Midnight would be better, but
No, I will let you on the hook on that one. So
thank you
you're
very
right.
much.
Midday,
Cheers.
okay, we come back at 12 noon.
Yes, 12 noon should be fine.
Fine, that should
All
be all
right,
right.
thank you. Thank
Meeting
you.
is adjourned.
Cheers.
Come back at 12 noon. Thank you.